Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan with a Screenwriter's Rant on Four Good Days, a movie starring Mila Kunis and Glenn Close. It's a drama about addiction. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books, link in the description. Also follow us on BitChute and Rumble. That's right, Little Joan. All right, Mila Kunis. I think she's really good. I wish she'd do more movies. I don't know why. I think she had a couple of kids. I think that's mostly why. In this, she plays a drug addict, and Glenn Close is her mother. And you can see they really made her up for this. She looks awful. She looks like a drug addict, and Glenn Close looks like a mom with the short haircut. So it's a Sundance. This is definitely going to be an Oscar winner. There's what's his face from Office Space, and so I one of my favorite shows, Intervention. I watched that show. I think I watched every season, every episode, and this rings pretty true to what it is. That being said, I probably wouldn't see the movie because I've seen so many episodes of Intervention, and this is probably just a dramatized version of that. But this is basically what happens. You got an addict on your hands. You can't trust her, but she's mad at you for not trusting her. But of course, she's burned every bridge she had, and now she needs to stay sober for 4 days in order to get a shot that will make it physically incapable for her to get high, and then she should be able to get off the drugs then. So they're trying to keep her. So it's about those 4 days, right? She needs to be sober for a week and not take any drugs. And it's tough. It's tough for addicts. It's tough for their families. It's tough to trust them. You should never trust an addict. And when the addict says, "Oh man, you don't trust me," say, "I can't trust you because of your addiction." And they need a lot of help. And a lot of times, the addict face some sort of trauma in their life, and that's messed them up early on, and that's why they're an addict. Sometimes it's not that, but a lot of times it is. And so I could pretty much write this movie. First act, she comes home and she's all messed up, and she wants to they've been through this before, and Glenn Close probably kicks her out, and then she comes back again, and then this time she's feeling nicer, so she says, "All right, I'm going to help you out." And so she goes through withdrawal probably for the umpteenth time. They take her to the hospital. She's serious about getting off the streets this time. Maybe something happened. And then the doctor says, "Okay, you need another 4 days, and then we can give you the shot, and then you'll be good." So 4 good days. And so second act is her going through these horrible 4 days. Oh, there's no credits? In theaters this spring. You hope. So she goes through the withdrawal, and it's all about the mother watching her, and their drama, and then at some point she starts sobering up, and then it all spills out their history, and they argue back and forth, and then I would suspect that there's some setbacks, but ultimately in the third act she finally overcomes them, and she has a relapse, and that's typical with addicts. They'll have a relapse, but then she comes back and gets sober. And that's my prediction. I mean, it could go the other way, but it's really tough. It's really tough for addicts. I will say, Glenn Close and Mila Kunis, they look good. They look the part. They're definitely got great acting chops. I would totally recommend this kind of movie with those two in it. I think I personally probably wouldn't see the movie because I've seen too many episodes of Intervention, and I'd rather watch like the actual addicts. But I guess I'd probably watch this movie. I definitely think this will be quality stuff. There's just no arguing that the quality will be very high on this movie, especially in the performances. Now, I don't know about the writing, or from what I've seen of the trailer, it looks decent, looks realistic. I tend not to like realistic movies, even if they're good, because I want to escape at the movie theater. You know, I don't want to see something that's kind of a downer, even though this has probably got a happy ending. It's such a I don't want to sit through it. If that's I know it sounds weird, being a movie guy, but it's the way I am. So it's called Four Good Days. Look for it this spring. Mila Kunis and Glenn Close.